Hello, Advanced Class. Happy Monday. It is March 30th. I think. Yeah, that's what they told me. That's what Alexa told me this morning. Okay, March 30th. And you guys are probably just finishing up your schoolwork for the day. Okay? I know I drug Bailey over here after you did schoolwork. So, busy day so far. All right, so we're going to get into it. Last week we did a lot of sparring. We did some grappling. We're going to review some fighting combinations today. We're going to do our curriculum kicks. We're going to do some octagon work, and we're also going to do some grappling drills. Now, before we get into that, don't forget to do your warm-ups. For those of you that have forgotten your warm-ups, we added a video today with the warm-ups. It's a separate video. Refer to them to help you go through the warm-ups. We'll walk you right through them, okay? All right, so let's start. You guys are all done with your warm-ups. Don't forget to pause the video to get your sets in. We're going to demonstrate. You get your sets in. Defensive stance. Set. Kia! Purple belt fighting combination number 1 is front punch, step through back punch, spin back fist, back punch, Kia. Again, front punch, step through back punch, spin back fist, and back punch, Kia. You do 20 of those on your right, 20 of those on your left. Don't race, take your time, but good technique. Snappy, good technique. Okay, red number 1. Double jab, back, jab, spin back fist, step through elbow, Kia. Again, double jab, back, jab, spin back fist, step through elbow, Kia. Okay, brown number 1. Double jab, back, uppercut, inverted elbow, back fist, jab. Double jab, back, uppercut, inverted elbow, back fist, jab. Make sure everybody's doing 20 on both sides. Now, black belts, your training today is not separate. Your training is today the same. But you're going to do black belt, free flow, hands. Now, Bailey has not done this before, and he's got a skunk belt on, but I'm going to put him on the spot right now. So, Bailey, the whole idea behind this is you can't think. If you're in self-defense, you can't be like, ooh, I'm going to use this. You just have to react, right? So now you're just going to react. So put your hands up. Okay, anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 techniques, just flow. Whatever comes to mind, don't think, just go. Kind of like this. Hiya! Ready? Go!
Kick.
That was good. It started like round 1 and he threw a little twist in there, okay? Do another one. Ready? Go!
Kick.
Yeah, good. Not bad for your first time trying to do it. If you guys want to get a kick out of it, watch the adult video and see Joshi Lucas do it from earlier. Right, Joshi?
Ooh, sensei.
Just free flow. It's whatever you want to flow. The whole idea behind learning fighting combinations all the way up through this ranks is not to memorize a bunch of stuff, but to learn what kind of combination, what kind of techniques flow well into each other, okay? So get your reps in, 20 at least on each side of all your combinations, and we'll move on and work your kicking drills today, okay? Now, Bailey and I are going to demonstrate the kicks in the air. We're not doing them on the target right now. We're doing them in the air. So your kicks for today, all right? So what we're going to work on first were the purple belts. You are doing front leg and back leg inside crescent kicks. Front leg and back leg inside crescent kicks. The front leg inside crescent kick comes up a lot like an axe kick, but it snaps across the target here. You're hitting with the outside edge of the heel. Okay, it's going to come up. Ki-ai. We're striking across the target. Go. Ki-ai. And go. Ki-ai. The back leg inside crescent kick feels really good. Feels really nice. It's going to come up like a back leg axe kick, but we're going to snap it across the target and bring it all the way back to where it starts. Scooty a little over. There you go. Ready, go. Ki-ai. All the way back to where it starts. Go. Ki-ai. Make sure you guys get 20 of each of those on both sides, at least. If you have a target to use, fantastic. Red belts, you guys are doing the outside crescent kicks, front leg and back leg. You're hitting with the inside edge of the foot, right here. The front leg outside crescent kick is probably the most awkward feeling one of all. You have to open up that hip and then snap it coming in. You're going to open up the hip, snap it coming across. Ready, go. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. The back leg outside crescent kick feels a little bit better. It's going to land across the front. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. Just like so. All right, brown belt. You're doing a back leg lunging knee strike, landing forward in the opposite stance. Ready, go. Ki-ai. And again, go. Kia, like so. For our black belts, you guys are gonna do, you just stand there, bud. Give me a target. Don't move.
A target?
Yeah, you're the target. Don't move. Stay right there.
Ooh sensei.
So we're gonna work our climbing the ladder technique.
Me?
On you. Just stand there. Okay. So the first kick is a back leg front kick. It's gonna hit him right in the belly. Then I'm gonna jump with a round kick and hit him in the head. Kia! Now back up a little bit. Now you get the visual. We're not really stepping on the opponent, we're hitting him. So we can throw that second kick in the air right away. This gets him to drop his hands like this and open up his head for that second kick. Kia! Kia! So coming at you, it's a back leg front, jumping back leg around. Kia! We're 20 on both sides, guys. All right, now that you guys are all breathing heavy, let's get into the next part of our training. It's review time. Octagon.
Octagon.
Follow me.
Ooh sensei.
Now, we're not getting very far or advanced in the octagon today. We're starting the week off with mainly review on the octagon. So, reviewing. This is not exactly a piece of art. I'm a martial artist, not an artiste. Okay? These resemble a little bit more like pizzas than they do anything else. Yeah, it's making me a little bit hungry. So, when we do the octagon, where a line ends,
A circle begins.
where a circle ends,
A line begins.
we are in the middle, where the hands meet on the clock. The opponent's at the top, at the 12. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. You guys got it? We work our way around the clock like so. The first concept we're working today is where a line ends.
A circle begins.
Attacker's coming at us in a step through back punch. He's charging us. The stab of a knife. A back leg front kick. A closing the distance technique. An overhead strike. It's going directly from point A to point B, right at you. We're going to utilize angles in the octagon to make you miss. We're going to sweep out at 11, or 1, or 7, or 5. Those represent times on the clock. 11, 1, 7, 5. For training purposes and footwork drills, we're going to do it in that order. 11, 1, 7, 5. So if Bailey's here, in your defensive stance, back up a little bit, please. Bailey does a step through back punch. I'm moving to 11. Freeze when you get there. 1. 7. 5. Now, the golden rule about the octagon is what, Bailey?
Keep your belly button facing your opponent.
Your belly button must always face your opponent. If when Bailey does his punch, I end up here, I'm in trouble, I'm vulnerable. If I end up here, I'm in trouble, I'm vulnerable. My belly button always faces him and my footwork is a shuffle. Freeze. Look where I am, belly button facing him and he missed. Freeze. 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 Now we're going to move back over here to the main part of the mat, continue the drill. So now I know many of you guys have worked the octagon a bunch of times. You've done it with counters, you've moved, you've even added takedowns. But every once in a while, guys, we got to go back to the fundamentals. You know who works the fundamentals the most? Beginners and really advanced students. The more fundamental work you do, the stronger your foundation will be. So you're not jumping ahead and doing counters today. You are simply working footwork and getting comfortable with it. So again, we're going to go 11 and back. 1 and back. 7 and back. 5 and back. Again, 11, back, 1, back, 7, back, 5, and back. So now if you have a partner to drill with, that's great. If you don't, work that drill and get comfortable with it. Maybe even put some tape marks or cones down on the floor so you can see where you're working to, okay? But if you have a partner, then we're just gonna take turns. I'm gonna attack Bailey first. I'm taking my time. Mom and Dad, you're not coming at them like bulls, okay? Nice and easy. 11, and back. 1, and back. 7, and back. 5, and back. Then Bailey attacks me. 11, and back. 1, and back. 7, and back. 5, and back. You can drill that back and forth, switch your stance, do whatever you guys want to do. You can visualize where your counters would be, but don't get carried away because you want to save some of that training for later this week, right? Just get really, really good with that footwork, get comfortable with it. Now, Matt Chad, word of the week, word of the day.
Keyword.
Keyword, perseverance. To never give up, to overcome, to fight through obstacles and difficulties. Just yesterday, guys, we found out that President Trump has extended our quarantine, our social distancing mandate, till the end of April. That means no training till further notice in the school, no seeing your friends in school, no outside activities, no lacrosse, no sports, no play dates. But we're martial artists, so we persevere. We take obstacles, challenges, we fight through them, we don't let them beat us, and we overcome. We're gonna overcome this. We're gonna overcome missing our friends. We're gonna overcome missing our classmates. We're gonna overcome missing our teammates in our sports. We're gonna overcome missing our boyfriends and girlfriends. We're gonna overcome missing leading edge. We're gonna overcome being in such tight confinements with our family all the time. We're gonna overcome. We're gonna persevere, and we're gonna come out of this healthy at the end of it, because you're martial artists. So persevere, don't give up. Today, we're gonna continue with our theme of grappling. But Bailey, Joshi Lucas, and I were talking, and we decided, you know what, guys, let's back up the truck a little bit. Let's do some more grappling drills rather than free grappling or grappling moves right now. So we'll get back into some moves later on this week, but right now we want to work some drills. And one of the things that you hear me talk about a lot is shrimping. Shrimping. Now, it's not because I want to own a Bubba Gump's shrimping shop. I want you guys to learn how to shrimp properly during grappling. Shrimping has to do with moving your hips, positioning, escaping, and so forth. But if you can't shrimp, you cannot grapple. So I'm going to show you shrimping from a couple different angles. Then we're going to do some drills with it, right? Okay? So first of all, Billy, you can do it right here. I'll go right here. Josh Lucas, you can stand up there.
Sensei.
Can you see us fine from there?
Oos.
All right, so some of the big mistakes with shrimping is, first off, you guys have a tendency to leave both shoulders on the ground. So when you throw your hips out to the side, you end up just kind of spinning on your backs like this and just moving your butt. So you're kind of like wiping the floor with your butt. That's not what we do. That's what the dog does when he comes out of the ring. But that's not what we do. Slide over, Bailey, you're in my bubble. Okay? So now, what we want to do is one shoulder is going to come off the floor when we do this. The other big mistake I see you guys do is as you try to push your butt out to one side or the other, your feet become disconnected with the floor. So you do this, and you flop your feet, and now you have nowhere to go. You're not pushing yourself at all. You lift, and then you disconnect, so you lose all leverage. My feet never actually leave the ground. My one shoulder does. So I'm going to shrimp. I want my butt to come out to the side. My feet come, or my hips come up. My feet stay connected to the ground, and I push my hips. And I'm all the way on one shoulder. And I pull my feet in. Notice that Bailey and I made progress down the mat. We lift. Now we're going to go the opposite way. Feet don't disconnect. We straighten out. We lift. And we straighten out. Boom. Okay? So when we do this here, we're going to come at you, Bailey. Come over here. Actually, come all the way back here, Bailey. this is going to be your drill, guys. If mom and dad were to latch some dusters to you guys, or maybe some wax wipes or something like that, you guys can clean the house while you guys shrimp around, okay? So from here, feet, hands, lift, shrimp, straighten out, lift, shrimp, straighten out, lift, shrimp, straighten out. Come on, pokey, lift, shrimp. Boom. You see, at our house, we could just use Bailey's hair as a floor duster. Now, you've done those shrimping drills. Now we can do it with a partner. Bailey, come here. Brother, sister, mom, dad. I'm going to stand right over the top of Bailey. I'm going to let my feet touch his hips. He can put his hands on one knee or one shin, both hands. Okay, and he's going to shrimp out from there. And he straightens out, and he's going to go the other way. See how this helps him escape from underneath? Working his hips out from underneath. It's going to be underneath my mount. Just like so. Okay, that's your partner shrimping. Okay, work that up and down the house a few dozen times, all right? Now, we're going to move on to some more conditioning drills. The first of which is our gorilla walks. Now, when we gorilla walk, weirdo. When we gorilla walk, no bending your wrist. Keep your wrists nice and straight. If your wrist is weak, you're going to hurt your wrist. Very strong fist. Our hand position is going to be, get this, exactly opposite the way I tell you to punch in class. You're going to have your hands like so, almost like you're steering a car. Not like this, you'll roll your wrists, okay? So now from here, feet are wide, hands reach out in front of you, both feet move at the same time. Okay, and that's your gorilla walks. Now we're going to go into our bear crawls. Bear crawls with a waggle. Your booty's going to waggle, okay? So right here. Waggle, 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 waggle. Okay, you're going to bear crawl around the house a little bit. Be funny if your neighbors see you through the windows. They won't know what the heck's going on in your house. Okay.
Walk around the house.
Now we're going to do some dive rolls. I want you to do some rolling on your right and your left shoulder. Roll. Switch. Roll. Okay, now we can do our dive rolls backwards. Make sure you go over one shoulder, not over the top of your head. Don't do it like that. Watch me. Okay. Now, from there, we're going to do what we call tactical stand-up. You guys know them as break falling. So watch. I mean, not break falling, I'm sorry, standing in base. See, thank you, I was testing you. Slide over a little bit, Bailey. You're going to do tactical stand-ups. So you're going to do a little break fall down, and then we stand in base. Use your hands. Then we straighten out, we do the other side. Stand up. Make sure you're switching directions. Stand up. Just like that. Now, next one, I don't know if you've done this one before. Hip walking. Hip walking. So I'm going to go here. The direction I'm going, that foot's propped up. If you ever played sports for me, you know this is a athletic kneeling, right? So we're going to be here. I'm going to fall to my hip, swing this foot around, and bring it up. Fall to this hip, bring it up. Fall to this hip, and bring it up. Good. Last drill. This one, your mind's going to go poof.
I'm terrible at this.
Okay? Well, if you're terrible at something, you should what?
Practice.
Work it more, right? Work it more. So this is the 4-corner drill. Now, I first said this to Bailey and Joshi Lucas. They were like, are we playing lacrosse? Because that's the name of a drill that we do in lacrosse. Not lacrosse. This is a 4-corner mat drill. So, our feet each represent one corner. Our hands represent a corner. Each time we move, one is going to replace the other. So, for example, my left foot will replace my right hand, and the right hand will go back. Now, my right foot's going to replace my left hand. Each time we turn, we should go 90 degrees. left foot replaces the right hand. Right foot replaces the left hand. Now I'm going to go the opposite direction. Notice each turn was exactly 90 degrees. Right foot replaces left hand. Left foot replaces right hand. Right foot replaces left hand. Left foot replaces right hand. Once you feel good about it, you can just move on your own. Looks a little bit like you're breakdancing. Good job. All right, guys, we went over a lot of stuff today. I'm a little out of breath. I didn't even do all the reps. If you guys do your drills right, your conditioning right, your class right, you should feel some conditioning out of breath too. Good job today, guys. Make sure you train hard, work hard, mark your attendance forms. We'll see you online tomorrow. Oos.